Have you ever said negative things about yourself and about your language learning abilities? Maybe, oh my God, I can't believe I made that mistake. I know that I'm so stupid. I can't believe it. I know better than that. Oh man, I've been studying for so long. I guess this just isn't my thing. I'm blocked. I'm not as good as my sister, my brother, my colleague, my friend. I don't think I got it in me. Have you ever said these things? Or maybe worse? Do you think that this has had an effect on you and your ability to speak English and any other language? I would love to talk with you today about the power of words. I'm going to share with you some scientific evidence from a beautiful book that I'm reading now that shows you scientific evidence of the power of words. And with that and the power that you have to create and make things better, to learn better, to achieve better results through the power of words. If you haven't met me before, I'm Maureen Turnbull-Arbelo, and I'm the founder of Prepare Integrative Language Coaching. And I inspire and empower people to cross the many boundaries that can, but do not have to separate us. These language and cultural borders can separate us from our dreams and from the things that we want most. Of course, having the dream of traveling to another country, having the dream of living in another country can often be stopped because you don't believe that you can speak English well enough. You don't believe that you'll be able to comfortably live there. You don't believe many things. And maybe you tell yourself that. Or maybe you're separated from your language goals because you don't have enough money, or you don't have enough time. Or maybe you're just not a language person. Or maybe you're separated by people because you don't speak the same language. Well, I just want today for us to take some time and to think about what those things we say to ourselves, about ourselves and about the world, what effect that has on us. Like I said, I'm reading this book. It's called The Hidden Messages in Water by Masaru Emoto. I don't speak Japanese, so I'm not sure if that's exactly how you pronounce his name. But I've been wanting to read this book for a really long time because I've seen the photographs. What he does is he photographs water and the crystals that are formed in water. He photographs these crystals. He photographs water in different places around the world, also water that's been exposed to different kinds of music, different natural elements, different words, different songs, he writes words on paper, shows it to the water, puts it in front of the water. And what's amazing is he's been able to document, to scientifically document the way water crystals form differently based on all of these things. So why is that so important for us? What he argues, and I think it's so fascinating, is that, well, we're 70% water. So water has so much to tell us about us because it's such a big part of who we are. So imagine these water crystals. These are happening all over our body. This is 70% of us. So imagine what's going on in your body. Look at these pictures. Here we have "you fool" in Japanese. Here we have "you fool" in English. And here we have "you make me sick, I will kill you." Yeah, none of those are very positive things. And look at those crystals. They're not crystals. It doesn't look good, right? Now look here, for example. Here at the top, you have "let's do it." So it's an invitation to do something, invitation to collectively do something with energy. Let's do it. Look, it's this beautiful crystal. It looks like a snowflake. It's gorgeous. And here it says, do it. It's a command, forcing you to do something, not a positive thing. Look, there's nothing. He actually says that here it's a beautiful crystal. Here, there's really the absence. It's diluting itself. It's destroying itself. What does that tell us? What does that tell us about the power of words? He argues it shows us the power of words. Look at this. This last one. Here it says, this is from a test conducted in an elementary school. Here, you're cute, and here, you fool. Look at the difference. So imagine when you tell yourself, oh, you're stupid. That's what's happening. And you tell yourself, you're doing great. This is what's happening. What does that mean? You're creating energy, positive energy. These beautiful shapes are forming inside of you. And when you're telling yourself something negative, the opposite is happening. So really sit with that this week. I'd like you to sit with that this week and think about that. Think about what you've been telling yourself and how that served you. I'd like you to think about whether it really has. So just take this week to experiment, to start talking positively about your abilities to speak English, your language abilities in general. And when you feel the desire to say, oh, that was so stupid, oh, I can't believe I did that, stop yourself and say, okay, that's okay. I'll do better next time. Man, I'm totally able to do this. Man, I've learned so many things in my life. I know I'm gonna get this one. Oh, this is a hard word for me right now, but I know I'm gonna be able to say it soon. Oh, it's okay. I'll figure this out. You can try different things and see how those sit with you. Maybe you wanna fight with yourself about that. No, that's not true. If you do, think about why that is. Why do you wanna fight with yourself? You can do this. Let's do it. Look at what happens when we say, let's do it, rather than do it. You don't have to tell yourself, you must do this. No, that's not creating a positive energy. But if you say, let's do this, I can do this, you are creating those beautiful crystals. And I think you'll notice that that's creating that positive energy, that positive upward spiral. I would love to find out what happens with you this week, having those positive messages in your own head, you telling yourself those positive messages. Please share with us how that works for you and what that does to your abilities and your confidence and what happens. What are the results of those experiments? Well, thank you so much for being here with me today, for spending your time with me. It's a pleasure as always. Much light, much love, and I'll see you next week. Have a great one.